Hello, world. It's No Brainer. Facebook. We coming at you live tonight. We're trying something out. Please bear with us. We're just testing this out. So we're being just completely goofy. We're just gonna complain and have fun.
So why are we
us.
only doing Facebook? Because we can't figure out YouTube?
Reason, yeah, for some reason, freaking whatchamacallit's being stupid.
Why do you think my studio sucks too?
I'm just messing with you.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
There's always truth in jest.
You know, you and my wife.
No.
I should punch you.
No.
Both of you.
My wife and everyone else.
Both of you guys. There's always a little bit of truth in humor.
You know what's funny?
How about if I'm just humorous?
You're not.
I'm not humorous.
No, I'm just trying to hurt your feelings.
You can't hurt my feelings.
I know. That's why I love being able to say it, because no one else can handle it. Everyone else gets butt hurt. But
they do.
I always feel like that too. Like my younger guys that work for me, like every damn thing, man, is like just crazy. And I'm like, I'll literally just go to them. You know, I'm getting it all angles. I don't need it from YouTube.
Right.
Same crap. How about we just go and get stuff done mode? And
you know what I forgot to do?
What?
Introduce ourselves.
You don't have to introduce anybody. Everyone knows who we are.
Welcome to the show.
Go ahead,
anyway,
Mr.
This is No Brainer. We're going live tonight for the first time. We just wanted to check this out. Join in, jump in, just say hello. I don't care. Give me the finger. Whatever, dude. I'm Zach. I'm your host, and my co-host is D-Rex. As always, my compadre, my sidekick. We might even have another person join us this evening.
DQ?
If he can get his act together.
DQ, yeah. Dairy Queen?
Live from New Mexico. He might jump in. He might jump in.
I have a question. One, do you see the little recording percentage on your screen, bottom left? Do you have that?
No, I have the top. It tells me how much is uploading at the moment.
What does that mean? Like your bandwidth? Like how good your connection is?
No, it's uploading. It's everything we're doing is uploading to the cloud.
Okay, so but mine have different. Like yours will say 99%, and then mine will say like 96%. Like what?
Oh, I don't know. I don't have that. Oh, is it on?
I think maybe it's just mobile because I do mine on mobile.
Ah, maybe. Yeah. Dude, get a Mac. Come on.
Be like Mac. Oh no, I don't know. I don't do Macs, dude.
Dude, this Mac Mini is the Bo Diggity.
I just, you know what? That's great. I believe you. We have one at home. I don't use it.
Okay.
I've been iPhone for 10 years, but I won't do MacBook. We've got a MacBook Pro.
So we're live on Facebook, but I don't know where to find myself live on Facebook.
Well, yeah. How do you, if anyone's even there, which I'm assuming no one is here, but if someone's here, cool. But if they are, usually when you go live, you have the stuff on the screen, you know?
Right. Should
we be not doing this on Riverside? Maybe should we just be doing this directly on Facebook?
No, I am because I also put the link for people to join us on Riverside too. If they can't, if it's maybe we're not on Facebook, I don't know.
Well, obviously not
on Facebook. No, it says we are. You can't see my screen.
Can I go to our? Do we have a Facebook?
No, it's under Zach. Go see if live. Oh, you know what? See if I'm live. See if you can see me live.
Well, why would you be going live on your account? Shouldn't we have a page account?
I didn't feel like because we don't have. I have 5,000 followers on my Facebook, and I don't have that many on No Brainer yet.
But you have a No Brainer.
Yes, I have No Brain.
Okay, I can't see where. How do you see? Yeah, but okay, you just posted a link to Riverside FM, but we're not actually live on here.
No, it says we're linked to Facebook right now.
Okay, so where would I'm on your Facebook page on my laptop. Where would I see that?
Bro. You're asking me questions that I don't
because I don't think we're live.
Well, then maybe we're not.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So we have something to BS about.
Yeah. Well, maybe when Daniel jumps on, he'll know how to explain everything because he's the super genius. He's the
just sucks not knowing what you're doing.
He's the big podcast dude. He has lots and lots of people.
All you did was post a link to Riverside.
No, I connected Riverside with my Facebook, and it's supposed to be live at the moment.
Well, it is on Riverside.
But
but not
Really?
on.
Actually, some
I'm
of my
not.
stuff.
I'm on your
Yeah.
Facebook, and I see nowhere on your. All I see is you have posted a link to Riverside, but I don't see like where you're live.
Well, I do.
You do?
No, I'm lying. It's saying, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. Thanks, Facebook.
Why?
Because they're douchebags.
Well, how
They
about you?
don't,
Can we
they don't
fix
like
it?
us. What do you want me to just jump in there and see if, hey, Zuckerberg, can I work for you and fix this?
No, I mean, do you know how to turn it on?
I don't. I'm
Well,
in
this
my,
sucks.
I'm in the thing. I'm in the thing, and I just clicked on my Facebook profile to see the live. And welcome to our show, recording live. And it says we're having trouble playing this video. So
So
maybe
how come I'm on your page and I don't see anything?
I don't know. I'm still learning this whole new system. It's pretty interesting. I'd like to. I'd love for somebody to pop in and say what up.
Well, it's not gonna happen if we're not anywhere live.
It's telling me live.
Okay, but
There's a
like, how
button
come we
right up
can't do
here.
that?
You can't see my finger, but it's right there that says live. We've been live
Okay.
for 6 minutes and 9 seconds.
But shouldn't we be doing this directly on YouTube?
I can't get on YouTube. I didn't have the permissions yet. I don't think we have been on there long enough. I think it says 2 months.
To do a live stream without Riverside directly on YouTube?
Oh, good question. Never tried that.
That doesn't make no sense,
Well, we'll
man.
try it another day.
So how do? Okay, we need to figure this out. It's driving me
Well, I'm not going to
crazy.
worry about it right now.
No, we need to figure out like where we aren't anywhere.
You're giving well, okay, so I found out today Riverside only uploads to Spotify. And she said, well, let's get a Libsyn account. I said, I have a Riverside account and a PodOps account. I don't need to spend more money right now. And so she's like, fine, I can go through Libsyn and upload it. She'll probably go through Political No Brainer.
Well, how did she do it for
Thanks,
PNB?
Uncle
Who's
Trippy.
paying for that?
Uncle Trippy.
How much is he paying for that?
I don't know. Libsyn?
I'd have obviously that works because
you know what? I'm gonna have to call her. Maybe I'll call her tomorrow and pick her brain and be like, if I get a Libsyn account, but we don't do anything on there other than just upload our stuff to go to all the sites, is there like that, format? And then I was talking to my coach, who, if you guys pay attention and love our show and your guys are gonna check us out more often, he's gonna be our guest on Thursday, Mark.
Right. Have you figured out how to modify the
Ronick.
Google Calendar?
Mark Ronick. No. But I didn't try it from my computer. I tried it from my phone.
We need to carve out some time together with Laura, like an hour. And we need to just no one say anything except directed questions. And the number one thing is PNB gets synced to all these right away. Why are we not getting synced to anything? We've had this channel for like almost 2 months. And what's the deal? 2, why do you pod ops? Can't they give you a refund?
No,
3,
I'm still using PodOps for other stuff.
3, oh yeah, that's right, your other shows. 3, how do we live stream? 4, our method for getting all the guests on the calendar, like
I think I just jumped on the calendar, and I think I can do it from the computer. I think it's just jammed up. It doesn't let you do it on the phone.
But you see the calendar for every Thursday, right?
See, and Tuesdays. I saw you put us on there for Tuesdays also.
Okay, hold on.
You know what's funny? It didn't even.
Yes,
offer
I
me
did. So
the live
if you go back to last week Thursday, you click Ross Arnston podcast, right?
Yeah.
What I did is I edited that, and then in the notes. So first off, in the description, I put the link to Riverside, and then the notes, I put stuff I wanted to ask him.
Sure.
What you have to do for Thursday is go to April 24th, click on podcast, hit the pencil to edit, and you need to do that for your guests, like stuff we want to talk about, or at least give me some links so I can put some stuff there. And then when you save it, it'll ask you, do you want to save it for all events, all future events, or just this event? And you want to do just this event because you don't want to save it for this one person for all people.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to save this person for all future dates. You just want it on that date. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to be on like a Zoom and go over this stuff. So like just so we're like organized,
Yeah. So let's do it. But that's not something we're going to do on our show right now tonight. Tonight we're just going to talk. Should we get we got to wait till Daniel comes on. I want to get controversial.
Did he say he was coming on?
We may not want to upload this show to YouTube because we'll probably get kicked off.
I don't know if you upload live streams, do you? I guess you can.
I don't know. When I sent you the link to come on the show, did it put you in the waiting room?
No, just asked me if I wanted to join.
Oh, okay. Because our guest last week said he was stuck in the waiting room. Then he realized he had to click the button.
Well, you do have to click a button. Yes, you do have to be capable of clicking a button. Absolutely.
Okay.
But no one's stuck. You have to click a button. Don't mean you're stuck. You just got to click a button.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of being a dick, but I hate it when there's problems to solve and like we're like really general. Like I'm stuck. No, you're not. You just need help. You're not stuck.
You do need help.
You just need help. Nobody's stuck. No one gets stuck. So, did Daniel? What time did he say he was coming on, or didn't he say anything?
He just texted me. Hold on, let me see.
All right, cool.
Oh, he's being silly.
Huh?
He's being silly.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Huh.
So it's telling me I got to link a device.
For what?
WhatsApp. Because he's trying to get log in through WhatsApp.
WhatsApp. I love WhatsApp, but no one in America uses it. Ever.
No one?
By no one, I mean out of 320 million, probably. Well, I guess I don't know, but probably like 10%. Versus like if you go around the world, it's like what used to be AOL Messenger for us. It's the only thing they use. So that's probably why he uses it. He's probably distinguished.
We should have gotten this a little more organized before we went live.
Yeah, well, I mean, isn't that part of the reason why we're just doing it right now? Just to
Guys, we're going to sit here for the next 2.5 hours and just mumble and rumble at each other.
We kind of are. If no one's going to say anything, then we're just going to mumble till someone jumps on.
I open tap the setting on my phone to link devices, then link a device. Point your phone at the screen to scan the QR code, but there's no QR code. Listen, somebody in Nigeria who's watching us, come on and tell me how to do it.
Please don't.
This is King Gabulabulaba.
I think my pool liner's broke, dude.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's starting to crack and stuff from the sun and the chlorine, and so when you fill your pool up, it'll just lose like a 1/4 inch the next day. So got some patch stuff, but might have to get that whole thing relined. Not really looking forward to that, but yeah.
Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Make more money.
Yes, please. Who's this James Slaw 5470 at Gmail?
I have no idea why. On what? On what?
It's on. Somebody sent an invite to this
For
person.
what?
Hold on. He wants me to send it.
How to view a Facebook live stream.
Maybe you can't view it while you're live.
From your feed. What the heck?
It definitely says we're live on Facebook, but there's nobody watching. There's nobody watching on Riverside either, so we could just be idiots and just.
Well, there wouldn't be. It would only be on YouTube if people knew we were actually doing it or they got a notification. I mean,
No, I sent the link for people to watch on Riverside.
Yeah, 19 minutes ago. We probably have to do like, hey, we're live streaming Tuesdays at 7, and here's where we're going to be, blah, blah, blah. It's probably a little more complicated, or I don't know. Live. Okay, cool. So live video. Let's see who's live. I mean, there's live stuff on Facebook right now, but we ain't live.
I know. Doesn't make any sense.
How do we search videos? So it's just Zach. Top Zach videos. No. Huh. How to go live on Facebook.
Here's Johnny. So I'm trying to send him.
Oh, on what's on your mind, you have to click live video.
What's on your mind? What are you talking about?
Okay, so go to your Facebook profile on your computer or wherever
Okay.
wherever you record your computer. Go to your Facebook profile.
Okay.
And then where you make a new post, it'll say what's on your mind to make a new post.
Right.
Right under that, in that same little compartment, is live video. You click on that.
Okay.
And are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now you see at the top webcam or streaming software. Like you can copy like a key into your streaming software. Now I don't know how to.
I see go live, and then there's create a live video event. Live now. You are currently not live. Looking for a live. Make sure you selected the correct page.
Right, but somehow you have to connect that to Riverside. I don't know how to do it. Or I don't know. Is your Riverside account connected to your Facebook?
It is. And
it should bring it through.
And it says it's feeding to it, but it keeps telling me that there's an error.
Well, what do you mean there's an error? What error? What does it say?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Welcome to our live show, Zakaluk. Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video.
Why?
It's all it says. It didn't give me any other reason why.
Sounds like we should get rid of all streaming software, like all video software, and literally just go direct to the platforms.
Right. Heads up.
They suck.
D-Rex recording has stopped. D-Rex has stopped due to incoming call. Did you have a call just coming in?
Yeah, but am I still there?
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah. I mean, I can put on Do Not Disturb. Maybe I should do that.
It just says that. I don't know.
Oh, okay, but it doesn't yeah, I had something, but I just took it out.
Was it something important?
No, someone wants me to lend money from them. Lending Tree.
Oh.
When you have business loans, everyone wants to give you like 19 loans, and I'm trying not to do that no more, man. I gotta dig out of that.
More loans, bro.
Huh?
I said, don't take any more loans.
I'm not. Every time I think about doing it, like I get like the God urge of like, no, you're not supposed to do that. It's so crazy. It's like a legit like.
Oh,
I don't know.
Who's here?
Is that Dairy Queen?
It is. Prove it. Picture it didn't happen.
I just was able to link my WhatsApp, and now it opens, and I was just about to send you the link.
No, it was
Don't
like
say
teaching my
anything.
grandpa how to use the internet.
I'm gonna punch him in the throat.
Dude, this is like no. Well, where we're at right now, dude, is like showing your deceased great grandmother what the computer is.
Oh
That
my
makes sense
God.
to me. That's most
We have
conversations
no
back in
clue
person.
what we're doing.
Oh my gosh.
But it's working.
Yeah, because
right?
so here's the problem. Here's the thing we're trying to figure out. DQ, and welcome to the show, by the way.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm linked to Facebook.
Okay.
But we keep going to Facebook, and there's no live video, and it's supposedly streaming live right now. It says live on my computer.
Interesting.
So that being said, and then I'll click on the link to Facebook from Riverside, and it's saying the video can't be viewed right now.
I'm gonna go to your page. Are you guys like live right now? Like, are people able to watch this live if they wanted to?
Yeah,
No.
I put the link in
If they
Facebook.
want.
They can watch it on Riverside. They're supposed to be able to watch it on Facebook, but they can definitely watch it on Riverside.
What do you, Daniel? What do you use to do your podcast? Do you use Riverside or do you just go direct to platform?
StreamYard.
Okay, because we don't know what we're like. So we're like we've done Riverside to YouTube, and we're just working on quality, guess, and it's it's going good. But we're like we got a live stream every week, right? So Zach set this up with Riverside, but it's supposed to be live streaming to his Facebook. It's not working, so. Like we're kind of
then
like, how do we
YouTube
get
told
this
me
on
I
Facebook?
couldn't.
How do we live stream it to YouTube? And we're just like two
I think
grandpas
YouTube said
sitting
we were
here.
not the page wasn't old enough. It had to be like 2 months. And I uploaded my ID and everything, and they said, "Nah, we'll let you know in 24 hours."
So you're not going to your page, you're going to a new page?
No, it's my Facebook. Oh, my YouTube page?
Yeah. No.
It's the new
I'm
one.
talking about the Facebook.
No, it's Zach's World.
The one with the unicorns.
See, I knew it. I was waiting for it.
Yeah, it was there. It was waiting for you.
It was, yeah.
No, man, I know people that use Riverside. Most of the people that I know that use Riverside use it for recording purposes. For live stream, my experience is StreamYard is just better. It's easier.
How much is StreamYard?
I don't know, $50 a month. I have no idea, but like $50 a month.
Captain Moneybags over here.
It's supposed to be super simple, right? Like you just go out there.
Should I buy the 38-foot RV or the 44-foot RV this month with a boat attached to it? I'm surprised you haven't started buying a boat.
What's that? What am I gonna do with a boat? I live in the desert, and I don't even know if I'm a big boat guy. I was forced to be on a boat.
This is true,
and so I just boast.
I'm gonna look at StreamYard. So my engineer, I called her my engineer, my audio person, my editor. Good Lord, Zach. Said loud glory. Said Libsyn.
Who?
Libsyn?
I don't know what that is. All I know is that everybody who does live streams that I know that does live streams uses StreamYard because it's easy and you can highlight comments and it shows up on the screen and it's easy. And
are you still on Twitch or whatever it's called?
And you can record if you have the right account. You can stream it to like 74 platforms. So you can go to Twitch. You can go to like 100 different places.
All right,
at one time.
Let me look at StreamYard. I'll check.
So here, listen. We keep problem solving simple here, Daniel. This is the stuff where like the boxes need to check. One, it's got to be able to upload the show in a reasonable amount of time. I mean, even if you do a 2-hour show, and then two, it's got to be relatively simple with good quality, and then three, it's got to be able to stream and publish to all these platforms, all your podcasting platforms. And so like Zach's had pod ops and like some guy, talked him out of his pants for it because they're friends. No offense, just objectively. And like it couldn't freaking upload the shows. Like it couldn't do its thing because the shows were long. Well, sorry, bro. Like people do long shows, so whatever. And then Riverside seems really cool. Like we like this is really nice and all, but like we haven't capability wise been able to do anything with it in terms of streaming and distribution.
I mean, it looks like you guys are live. It says live. Hi to anybody who's watching live. Now with StreamYard, it's super simple. You go in there and it'll just do all the things, right? Like it'll click all the places. Now it doesn't go to those. I don't know that it goes to podcast streaming platforms, But I also don't know anybody who uses those things because it's 2025. I don't know anybody who's like, oh my God, I was on Podbean today. Like, who says that? Right? Like,
well, no, so what
my
you mean is
coaches.
everyone's just doing YouTube.
everybody's on YouTube. They're on Instagram.
But what about
right?
like Joe Rogan signing a Spotify contract? Like, is that a meaningful thing?
On any given day, what percentage of your input do you do you get from Spotify versus YouTube?
Well, YouTube's way more. Yeah, I know.
I don't know that I have ever watched a podcast on Spotify. I don't know that I've ever looked for it. One reason is because it's impossible to find things on Spotify. I have a Spotify account. I liked Spotify when nobody was using Spotify. When everybody was on Pandora, I was using Spotify. But
yeah, I'm the same. I've been Spotify forever.
Yeah,
but that's just for music. I don't have podcasts. I listen to music.
Yeah, it's for music. And then even now, I listen to my music on YouTube. It's just easier, and I got a video, and everything's right there.
Yeah,
and my history.
And YouTube has subscription and premium options. So like,
have you?
I mean, YouTube has TV. YouTube has premium. YouTube can. So we don't really. He's right, Zach. Like, I'm particularly like asking like Laura, like, are we on all these platforms? And it's like 8 weeks later, like, no, we're not on any of them.
Daniel, have you heard of Clubhouse?
I have heard of Clubhouse. I was addicted to Clubhouse for the first 60 days that I was on it.
Really?
And I had to leave with haste.
Why?
Because I couldn't get off the app. I was on the app constantly. Like, I was addicted to this stupid app because I found a place where I could talk about every conspiracy theory on the planet unjudged. It was my happy place.
Sounds like Domino's Pizza.
You could have came on our show. We don't judge you.
You didn't have a show, Zach. This was like in the pandemic, bro.
I do.
How about, have you heard of Good Pods?
Good Pods? Is this like a place where you take naps in the airport?
No, it's another podcast platform.
Jesus,
are you holding a shiny ball, dude? Just do what Daniel does because Daniel's successful.
I wear a hat. That's my thing.
Okay, so StreamYard. So cancel this crap and let's do StreamYard so that because this guy right here has an audience.
They'll give me my dough back. I paid for it a year up front because it was cheaper.
Why do you do that?
Because ain't nobody else paying for anything, are they?
No. Don't. Hey, I am paying for promotion, bro. I'm paying like $80 a month for promotion.
I'm messing with you. Stop it.
So my point is,
you have to defend yourself.
No. Functionally, paying for a year, you save that 15%, but then you're tied in, bro. What if you hate it? You're gonna hate half the stuff you use.
Well, the problem was
months.
I didn't set my alarm, as I always forget, to when the free thing was going to end and cancel it.
So just contact them. They'll give you a prorated refund.
Well, let's look at the other. What's it called? StreamYard.
Yes.
Just go to.
They'll give you
do a month and see if you like it. My guess is within your first couple days, you're going to be like, oh, this is better. Oh, look, I can see all the comments. Oh, look, if they comment on Twitch or YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, all of the comments come to the same place and you can see where they're at and where they're commenting.
Where do you like, what is your favorite place to stream live to? Where do you think you get your most followers or people chatting with you? Facebook. Most interaction?
Or YouTube easy. YouTube's not even
really.
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay.
If I had to shut everything off,
so my coach uses Clubhouse. He does his morning show on there.
Oh, nobody's even on Clubhouse anymore.
Oh, he's
Zach. Daniel has a bigger audience than your coach.
I may not. I don't know, right? I don't know your coach. And don't get me wrong, Clubhouse has a cult following, but Clubhouse fell off big time. They were like the spot for a hot minute. But when I go in there now, it's just I don't see anybody on there, right? Like you go into the rooms and nobody's really in them. There's like 5 people in it, 15 people in it.
You remember when they had now I'm going to age myself, but they had the was it the AOL chat rooms or was it the
those were fire. AS
No, the fire rooms were the Yahoo games, bro.
Yeah.
Pool.
Yahoo was Yahoo.
Yahoo Pool.
When we were overseas, we spent a lot of time on Black Planet and Mi Gente, which was the extra thoughty version of AOL chat rooms, right? If you were trying to pick somebody up and get some phone numbers, that was where you went. So we spent a lot of time there. It was a good time.
You got all your boyfriend's digits?
Yes, that's where I got them all. 100%. But yeah, give it a shot, y'all. Now, in fairness, Zach, I only told your ass to use StreamYard like 6 months ago. So I'm glad that after all this time, it finally registered.
Oh boy.
He told you 6 months ago?
Without question. Yes.
Bro.
Maybe when you were on political.
Literally when you asked me when you were first starting a podcast what we use, I told you, and then I told you why.
God, man, are you kidding me?
Listen, Daniel's
hey, yo, Podbean, bro, Podbean. That's bro.
Podbean?
Yeah, everybody eats Podbeans. You can't eat YouTube or something.
What's a Podbean?
I don't know, bro. Exactly. That's exactly my point. You can go to YouTube.
Are you still doing your show with Jonah?
No.
What happened?
No. We canceled it like a month ago. You got to realize, like, we're in the real estate space. That's how we met. So when Jonah reached out to me, he reached out to me for a long time about doing a podcast for like a year. And he finally reached back out to me. He was like, bro, when are we doing this podcast? And I felt bad. And I was considering doing something. And I was like, yeah, he wanted to do a business one, like a real estate podcast. And I'm like, it's boring. I don't want to do that. Everybody's doing that. I want to do something different. Let's just talk about crazy stuff. So he went on vacation for his birthday and came back, and he's like, dude, I'm so focused on my business right now. I don't want to do anything that's going to distract me from my business. That was it. And so that was it. That was really what it came down to. So, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like with us with Political No Brainer. I went to the Pod Festival, the Expo, whatever you want to call it. Podfest Expo, that's what it was called. I came back with so many freaking ideas and all these great thoughts, and Jeff, I love him. We did a year together, but he wanted to stay, and he's dedicated doing politics. And I said, bro, if you watch our 50th episode, when it was our last show, I flat out told the audience, I said, just so you know, this is all an act. I hate politics. I don't act like this in real life. And I said, and I'm leaving the show. So that's it. I'm out.
You said that?
Yeah. You didn't come on because I don't remember what, you were busy or something.
Having a life.
Well, now we're doing 2 shows a week.
So you went to that and learned everything, and the most important things was shaking hands, get a guest list. That's great. But you have to, like the one thing you don't want to hear, because I wouldn't want to hear it either. I feel you. I got a virtual hug for you. You have shiny ball syndrome. And just do what this guy does for the basic crap, because he has an audience and he has good quality, and he knows, like, let's forget the world until we have like that quality there, and then we'll just keep moving forward and learn a little bit each day. Slight edge principle.
I'm going to be honest. The only takeaway I have from that whole comment, Derek, was that you said Zach has shiny balls.
That's what I said. Do I have shiny balls?
Didn't I say shiny ball syndrome?
I got shiny balls.
Okay, time out. He has shiny object syndrome. Shiny objects. You're looking at too many shiny objects and balls.
Okay. Yes.
You need to stop looking at all the balls.
I can relate to that. I do get. That's my ADHD.
Have shiny balls. We don't know. But yeah, bro. Like, honestly, man, podcasting, and this is to Jonah's point, right? The comment that he made, he was like, in order for us to do this in a way that gets us where we want to go, it is going to require a commitment of time that's going to detract from the business I'm already building, right? He runs a 7-figure a year real estate business as a person who literally just turned 30 a couple weeks ago. So I can understand why he wouldn't want to detract from that focus, because you got to do research. You got to get prepped. You got to have, right? Like if you have a team that's going to be helping you like you guys are doing, right? Posting links and doing videos and follow up and understanding the algorithm, and depending on what your topics are, staying up to date. Like, that stuff's not nothing. It takes time and effort. So for anybody who, and it's, and the time part's not a joke, right? People think that you become Joe Rogan in a year. Like, good luck.
No, but you gotta, I mean, like, I would say when I'm doing shorts and like optimizing and we do the show research, it's still, for me, even if like we're doing a live stream and a podcast, I bet you the total per week's still only like 10 to 20 hours. But you have to do it. You have to do it.
I'll give Derek mad props because he's blown our YouTube page up.
What do you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
like, are you working with platforms, or, like, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I'm just doing Google ads.
Nice.
And then obviously, like, so my background is in search engine optimization for the last 20 years. So, so I'll watch all. Listen, remember what I said, Zach? unshine the balls, just do what Daniel's doing to get us where we need to be for this stuff. Quality. Okay, great. Same thing here with me. Like, I just look at people who I think have engagement and top shows, and I just kind of say, like, what's the trends and what they're doing. And then the good news is some of them even do videos on what you should be doing, you know, with your videos, with your posting, with your upload schedule, blah, blah, blah. And so I just go through before Laura posts them and I do my optimization. I do my keyword planning. I do stuff to the titles. I do stuff to the description. I do stuff to the tags. I do stuff to just everything. I do everything very thoroughly. File name, even. People call me crazy. Laura called me crazy. I don't care. And then
she did. She said you're doing.
And then but you know what though? Like, in respect, I've done more of it, so I don't care. Like, I'm sick of not being the expert at one thing that I've done for 20 years and
that's why I don't step on that toe at all.
So all I mean is, like, I'm doing a lot of optimization. I'm doing the Google ads, and then I will post shorts at specific times that I'll optimize, link back to the video. And like, if you look at our shorts I don't promote in any way, and the average short gets over 1,000 views, which I know isn't saying crap, but I mean, like, the good ones, like, I'll see kind of what catches some friction, and like a couple have gotten like 2,000 or 3,000 views, little shorts, you know, for a brand new channel. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. And so we've got, like, I don't know, like 1.5, 1.6 thousand subscribers, you know, just through the constant work. But, you know, like with Zach and I,
in less than 2 weeks.
Right, but like with Zach and I, the biggest thing really that we can do besides consistency is improve our quality, you know? So I got the ring light, I'm recording with a better camera, working on our audio, just doing little tweaks to not make it look like another one of those crappy business podcasts where people are on Zoom.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the biggest challenge, you know, when you're in a studio versus virtual. Even with your guests, they don't have good quality setups, good lighting, all the thing that it requires. You know, Daniel, when you come on here with your video and your microphone, like, it's at the level quality that you see for any type of big show versus anyone we've had really as a guest, and myself included those first weeks too, just with the webcam and the crappy mic and the bad lighting and all that. And like, it's just like we just have to focus on tweaking, consistency, quality improvement, guest scheduling, and then optimization, constant upload, and promotion. So that's what I'm doing. You know, I'll sit and screw with it for 10 hours on a Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, so just little stuff, little tweaks, and just testing, A/B split test, just figuring out what works and what's not working.
So you're running ads to the shorts?
No, not to the shorts, just to the videos. I'm linking the shorts to the videos. The shorts organically are getting a couple thousand views each. Not all, some, you know, hundreds, but I think our crappy short still has like 200 or 300 views for a brand new channel.
When Nikisha was doing shorts for Political No Brainer, you know what our number one short was?
What?
When Daniel was making fun of me when he said, I said something about his mom, and he said, and that's where the inappropriate started. Look for Zach in the Diddy files. That one got the most hits out of every.
Well, how many hits did that get?
I don't know, like 12 maybe, but you know.
Okay. So like if I go to our shorts right now in our studio, my top. Oh, I'm trying to sort it. My lowest one has 168, and then my best one has 2507, I think. But most of them have between 500 and 1,000 or 1,000. So like they do, you know, I do, and like some of them have, what's the most likes? Like one of them has 71 likes. One of them has, like anywhere from a dozen to 50 likes is pretty standard. But I don't do anything promo wise with those. I just do a cadence when I post those, and I just try to pick a part that's like kind of a quote that's kind of effed up or controversial, and then like I'll put a title with that quote in it, like Zach was talking about Ted Nugent. Perfect, because Ted Nugent's so controversial. He goes, touring with Ted Nugent, I don't get starstruck, and it's just like a little clip of him trying to be, you know, Billy Badass, and then which is great. And then one more, sorry, then I'll shut up. Oh yeah. Then Zach was talking about his daughter, how she went from progressive to conservative because she didn't want to like pay her tax money to deadbeats or whatever. And so I just made a short saying I'm not paying for those people. You know, so I make statements in it that with the shorts, I try to like take a little clip that's sort of controversial with a controversial title. And then for videos, I do keyword planner, and then I insert those good volume, lower competition phrases in those titles.
Did you, so when you do your titles, are you still doing ChatGPT?
That was for the descriptions, and I haven't been writing the descriptions. Laura has.
Okay.
All I'm doing is I just go to my Google Ads account. I use the keyword planner, and then I search if the person's like a physical therapist or a sales consultant, like I'll search those, look for variations, and then kind of look at the search volume trends for Google and YouTube and the competition. I'll pick the best ones that have, good volume without crazy competition. And then those will be you'll notice those are the keywords I lead with. So like home inspection, buying a home property, blah, 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 medical director, improv is art, sales training. Like that's what I'll lead with just because those are good keywords. So like when you Google them or YouTube them, as you move up with your authority of your video and engagement, those will rank better for words that have some volume.
But here's my question, because I don't know anything about this. I don't like to pretend to know stuff I don't know. When you are talking about ads, right? Like for me, my understanding of SEO is I have a website. I want people to come to my website. So I'm using SEO to get them to come to my website. But you guys aren't sending people to a website. Are you using the same principles of SEO to just send them back to your YouTube channel?
So I'm just going to the do you do your own video uploads?
No.
Okay. So whenever you upload your videos, there's a whole edit area where it has title, it has description, it has keywords, tags. I'm just using the same principles you would use for a web page with your title and description and keyword planning as I do on that editor, the video editor. That's it.
But does that go to the net or does that just go to YouTube?
You guys clear your heads, please. Clear your heads. Everything goes to the net. Okay, a YouTube video is uploaded. You can find it on Google. You can find it on YouTube. That's great. Same like a web page. It's just a different platform, right? Okay. A web page might be WordPress hosted on your server. A YouTube video is a video hosted on Google's, cloud servers. Great. Who cares? The principle is when you're optimizing a web page on any site, you're looking for the best keywords for your title, your header tags, your content, your links, all that type of stuff so that your on page is optimized for good volume keywords with reasonably medium or hopefully lower competition that you have a chance to rank for. All we're doing here is when we upload our video, we're using those same principles for our video title, our video description, our video tags, all that type of stuff. It's just keep it really simple, right? It's the difference between making a title that says like I don't know, like just a really stupid phrase that whatever versus
episode 39.
versus guest speaker Daniel Quijano. Like if your name is searched, like we want your name there as a keyword, right? Like if we had Joe Rogan on the show, my title would be Joe Rogan guest, and that's it. Because there's so many people that search it that you would get hits eventually for that, right? But if we have someone who's a home inspector, I'm going to search on my keyword planner, home inspection, home inspector, inspect the home, inspecting homes in Central Florida, and I'm just going to look at those things for the volume of searches they get and the competition, and the one that's got a good search volume without a crazy high competition, that's the one I'm going to lead with on my video title. So Laura will upload it, but I'll go and I'll do all that optimization in YouTube Studio.
So you do it after it's uploaded, you go and you edit the keywords and all that?
So now I do the title for her to do the title and file name for the upload because that'll have to re-index if I changed it after.
Okay.
And then from there, I'll go in and I'll edit her description and I'll add tags and all that. So I give her the title for the title and also for the file name prior to her uploading. Then she'll upload it with the correct title and file name.
Which was funny because she argued with you that doing that file name was a waste of time. But
I trust Mr. Beast more than her. No offense to Laura, but and I don't even think it was Mr. Beast. But I just watch simple videos from good channels, instructional channels that say do these 20 things, do these 10 things, and they're not. And as you know, Daniel, anyone saying do this tonight and tomorrow you'll be rich, well, that's bullshit. But if someone actually has a list of 20 things they do with every video, the testing they do, I mean, Beast even has his own tools now called View Stats, right, where you can look at outlier performing videos, trending videos, split tests. I mean, it's crazy. But if you just follow like principles that people do as a discipline with every upload that work for people, then those things will work for you too. Now, if you're the most boring, uninteresting, low quality podcast on earth, probably not going to give you a lot of traction, but the same principles will work for you in terms of people finding your content from searches and, you know, being indexable on both Google, video search, YouTube search, all that type of stuff. It's not complicated. It's just you have to do those little tiny things on every one consistently.
Yeah.
The same way, Daniel, you're going to constantly like evaluate, is my microphone getting the job done for me?
Yeah.
Is it the best on the market? No. Is it the worst? No. When's it time to upgrade? Maybe it's not for 5 years, maybe it's 5 months, but you know.
Yeah. No.
Same with your everything.
That makes sense to me. It's just it's interesting, right? Because paid ads would make sense. If you're running paid ads, then by definition, you're getting traffic. So then my next question is, are your keyword optimizations that you're running from your Google Ads account and putting into your description being influenced because Google recognizes that you're simultaneously running ads separately?
No.
Or is that just a result of the keywords?
Neither. All I meant by my Google Ads account is it has a tool called Keyword Planner in it.
Yeah.
So my point is, when we do a video, before she uploads it after the video, I'll go to a tool in my Google Ads account called Keyword Planner.
Yeah.
I will find the best keywords for the video. I'll create the title and the title and the file name, and I'll just send it to her. Okay? She'll upload the video. I'll go back in and I'll tweak all the crap and say, hey, it's not altered content. Hey, it's not copy. All that little basic stuff that YouTube wants to see, that you put quality into your optimization.
Yeah.
Then I'll publish it. So it's updated. It's good to go. Later on, I can go to promotions within the studio, and I can choose a video I want to do an ad with, and it's linked to my ad account, and I could boost it. Those two are completely separate things.
Yeah, I was just wondering if maybe Google kind of secretly rewards people who are spending ads, because right. If I'm Google, I would, right? Because
so Google's whole thing has always been to maximize profit for shareholders.
Yeah.
So yes, so that is like a rabbit hole you could talk about for 10 hours.
Yeah.
How Google decides how to organically rank things, YouTube or not,
sure,
versus advertising versus business listings. Do they correlate? Yes, they do. Has anyone ever cracked that code? No, but is it in a manner, an algorithm that maximizes their profit? You bet your bottom dollar. So
that's like
when I'm promoting our video, does it help it organically? I don't think so, because I mean, they want more ad clicks and less organic ones to make money, right? It might even hurt it.
But that's kind of like asking, like, if does the guy on X or Instagram with the blue check mark get pushed through more feeds than people who don't have a blue check mark?
Yeah, because they're paying for the check mark on Instagram or Twitter.
So we're going to pump this guy out.
If I'm Google and I know that you're paying for 1 out of 10 of your every long form, or 5 out of 10 of your every long form, you're running paid ads, then it benefits me to push organic traffic to your shorts, because
maybe
by definition you're getting traction on your account as a whole, so you're viewing your ad spend as an overall value add. So, right?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
That's interesting. I'd be curious if I'm split testing it. My curiosity is, if I run the same rules of keyword optimization, but remove paid ads for 30 days, 60 days, does my shorts view count drop? Does my follow count drop? Because 1,500 followers, subs on YouTube in 30 days is not nothing. That doesn't suck at all, right? And I don't know if you care to share what your ad spend is, but I imagine you're not spending stupid money.
No, I'm spending like $50 a week on that.
Yeah, dude, that's nothing.
It's cheap. I know. But Zach's also spending that much per month on probably more. You're probably spending $500 a month on stuff, right? So I would just like us to be able to be monetized within, a few months, even if it's $5 a day.
Yeah, that's a shut up. Can y'all hear those guys going crazy in the background?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yorkies. Yo, y'all missed it yesterday. I'm about to go on a complete rabbit trail. Zach, I'm going to send you this video, bro. Tell me why we're sitting there last night. Yvonne is on the couch, doesn't even notice it. I'm doing something. I had just got done with a call or something. I hear like screaming, followed by loud barking. And in this household, I didn't even trip on the situation. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, what is this noise? Why are we screaming? Yvonne's like, there's a mouse. There's a mouse. And I'm like, okay, great. And in my head, she was very disappointed at my lack of reaction. I was she was like, you just strolled over. I'm like, what? I'm in my head, I'm like, now I gotta catch a mouse. How am I gonna catch a mouse without splattering blood everywhere? Like, this is what's processing on my head, right? Well, I didn't have to worry about that because the mouse was already dead. One of our dogs caught the freaking mouse in the backyard, brings it in all proud. Like, look what I got. Drops it on the couch. Like, chilling. So we went back and we watched the camera to see what happened. Yvonne was sitting on the couch. Like, she brought it to Yvonne, like a foot away from her on the couch, drops it, and you see all the dogs go over. She was like all proud. Dogs come over and smell it. One of the dogs was like, no, this is a problem. Starts freaking out and goes over to Yvonne and was like, yo, can you do something about this? Bro, pay attention to me. And Yvonne's like, bro, stop talking. And she's like, you could see his head like, no, you're not listening. We got a problem. There's a thing on the couch and I need you to fix it. It was hilarious. It was disgusting. Everything got Lysol'd.
That's gross.
So funny story. You bring up a mouse. We leave our back door open in the evening when we can sit out on the patio or we're watching TV or whatever. So the dogs can just come and go as they please, you know? And one night we're sitting there and Lorianne's like, whoa. And I go, what? And I look over and this little mouse just came strolling in the house. And I don't remember if it was Boz or it was Diesel, I think. No. I don't. Anyway, one of the dogs like looks at it and goes to get up. And the mouse turned around and walked back out the door. He was just like, you're a lot bigger than me. I'm going the other way.
That's crazy.
Because here he is. He went under like the bean bag where the dogs sleep. I got one of them giant bean bags and they all lay on it. The mouse went under there. The dog got up and like the mouse came hauling butt right out the door.
That's crazy. Yeah, it was gross. And mice are gross. But hey,
so your dog murdered the mouse.
Murdered. She was so proud, bro.
So when I lived in a house with a mouse, now I think Jerry used to bring him. Jerry was the lizard slayer. He used to love killing.
Jerry was pretty chill. Yeah, so that's the apartment. I'm gonna check out these keywords, man. We've never done it like that. Like my guy who does it and uploads it, he just focuses on quality. So his whole thing, he's actually a film director. He does films like for a living. That's what he does. And so his whole thing is like, how do I switch up the style of the video? So like the last couple months, he's completely switched up our style. And he's changing just the whole tone and the feel and the vibe. And it's pretty cool, right? Like we could just post the video and then put subtitles underneath, but he just goes above and beyond and makes it look really interesting. And it's cool to see the organic feedback to stylistic differences in the video. But the best we do is try to just be interesting with the title. That's it. I don't think we really do anything.
Well, like, I mean, is
the same guy who does your short?
We're gonna obviously need help with that too, with editing. You know, Zach, that's gonna be a really big deal. You know, especially when you're talking about keeping people's attention, engagement, length of time, viewable watching hours, monetization. For now, getting the content out, optimizing, trying to improve the quality. Like if I look at, like I'm looking at this short right now that only got 385 views, and I'm looking at analytics, it gave us 39 subscribers.
Right.
So we've only uploaded like 6 videos. I've done 3 shorts per video. That's 18 shorts. That means if I get, let's say, well, that's a low view short. So let's say if I get 50 subscribers on average from each short, that's 900 of those just from my shorts. So like there's an optimization, there can be a promotion, there can be a quality, and then like Daniel said, Zach, you know, and this is probably a little bit advanced for us in terms of engagement and budgeting, but eventually we should be doing that too. With the person uploading, the editor should be really focusing on, you know, how to I mean, how to present the show, if they're going to add chapter, just stylistic things like you said to improve engagement.
Well, that's interesting you brought that
because
up.
they're not all interesting all the time.
Our shows are very interesting.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. No, I agree.
Not every minute.
This might be interesting for somebody who's interested in growing their reach on social. That might be a thing.
Sure, yeah, if it's focused.
So, all right, so here's a question for you, Daniel.
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts on show, like what's your average show length?
Dude,
except for the Trump night where you did 6 hours.
So we would have an issue. We did 3 hours. I think 90 minutes to 2 hours is probably most people's brains bandwidth at most for a podcast. I think people can do that. That's a good movie, right? They can do an hour and a half to 2 hours. I think that's it. I think once anything past that, you either have a very dedicated. Now, here's the weird thing. On our shows that we did those real live streams, like 4 or 5 hours, bro, we had almost no drop off. So the crazy thing is the live viewers stayed the whole time, which is weird.
Did someone stay on your show that long when you did the 6 hour show?
No, but that was because we weren't actually talking. We were just watching the election live.
Oh.
So
you guys were commentating?
Yeah, but we did a couple where we were actually talking for like 3-4 hours. Right. And yeah, those people stayed the whole time, which is testament to the fact that they enjoyed what we were talking about, right?
You know, it's really funny. Our shows, have you ever noticed this, Derek? As we're about to start wrapping it up, suddenly someone brings up a topic and then it gets super interesting.
Yeah.
Every time.
Well, no, I mean,
although
I don't know how to verbalize where my mind is right now.
The show we did with Dr. Dan and Abby.
Dr. Dabby.
Dr. Dan and Abby.
I merged them together is what I did, in case you didn't catch it. Okay.
I caught that.
Yeah, Derek caught it. I didn't think Zach caught it though.
You just said Dr.
You
Annie too.
You gotta explain it to Zach sometimes because he's old.
It would have been better Annie because it's Abby Dan plus Annie is a variation of the name Ann.
That would have been better, yeah. Zach, notice
and it's a variation of the name Danny.
You know what Zach isn't? A contribution to this conversation. It's like, why is he even here right now? Like, we're spitting bars.
Should I kick him out? I can't.
I mean,
no.
Like, if you're like the show, you are the weakest link. I mean, right now, Zach, I love you, bro, but I just feel like if there was an arrow.
I feel like Zach's gonna cry if he was anyone else. He would be so mad. Like
he's cussing me out on WhatsApp as we speak.
Good thing he's a freaking brick wall.
Yeah. Listen, if something like that coming out of his mouth bothered me, then I would have never survived when we lived together.
Yeah. We've known each other way too long for stuff like that to actually bother one another.
Yeah.
So here's the analytics of one of these shorts. This short has 1,428 views since it was published. It's added 75 subscribers and it's had 30 views from YouTube search alone in the last 2 days. So just from YouTube search, but then from the channel another 40 or 50
view.
Huh?
What's your average percentage viewed?
What does that mean?
I think it's how much of the video are they watching?
Oh, he's talking
really,
about
really low. It's really bad.
This is what's interesting, bro. And this is why
it's really bad.
So I'll give you an example. I have a video right now. I just pulled up similar view counts. 1,700 views.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
33 likes.
Okay.
Not that many likes.
Does likes matter?
Yeah.
It's engagement. Okay. You got to have engagement, right? Comments, likes, they got to be reflective. So I'm getting all these views, right? I mean, 1,700 is not a lot, but as it relates, my average percentage view is 480%.
What does that mean?
That means they're watching it more than once.
Yeah. So ours isn't even. I don't know how to find that, but it's not even close.
The thing is that's crazy. So
where do you find that?
And maybe that's because they're being promoted.
But here's the thing. I don't think I have any subs off this video. Not one.
How?
That's my point. That's what's so interesting to me about these systems and how they work, because you're getting 70 subscribers off of a video that people aren't even finishing watching.
Well, that was a short. They are watching all the shorts. They're not watching our long videos worth crap.
Yeah,
The shorts,
that's
the
normal.
shorts they're watching like almost the entirety of.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are good, but the long videos suck.
Yeah. That's just what's interesting. This is why for me, I was having a conversation the other. Who was I talking to? I was talking to one of my students who I'm actually gonna be partnering with in some real estate stuff. He used to be really big on social media. He wants to get back into it. Like he grew one Instagram account to like 60,000 followers in like 30 days. He grew another one to a couple 100,000 followers. He's really good at stuff like that. And we were just talking about different strategies, and he was like, yeah, he was just giving me his feedback on different approaches that we were doing on stuff. And the thing that we were discussing was my frustration is this algorithm stuff doesn't make any sense to me. My brain does not understand algorithm logic, because what you just described to me and our comparison of numbers on a similarly viewed video does not make any sense. Like, make it make sense?
I know. Well, maybe it just means, well, I don't know, because I just read you my short stats. You were reading me a video stat.
No, that was a short.
I don't know, bro. I don't promote my shorts. They're organic. So my shorts, okay. Okay. Wait. Time. When you said 400%, you were talking about a short, not a long video.
Correct. Yeah, they're not watching.
Okay,
videos
bro.
74 times. Jesus.
What's that?
They're not watching 2-hour the live streams 4 times.
Okay, so here's my point. Here's my point. I think like for me, like the shorts, I'm getting like 80 to 100%, but they haven't been up as long as yours. So maybe like this one's 101%. It was posted, I don't know, like maybe a week and a half, like a week ago. So like I don't think that's horrible.
No, that's good. That means you're watching.
Do those?
So like I don't know. So like I don't know, because like I said, I'm getting, of those 1,579 subscribers we have currently, I can say 800 or 900 are from shorts.
But let me ask you, Daniel, do those numbers come off of any other site, or it's just YouTube?
No. This is the YouTube Studio app that I'm looking at.
We're in the studio.
Okay,
bro.
so because I see all your shorts on Snapchat or
on Snapchat. That's where you should.
You need to be in the YouTube studio looking at analytics.
All right, TikTok. I see your stuff on TikTok.
Zach's watching all my videos on MySpace, bro. So it's just like
No, Daniel, I got you. Zach has subscribed to your RSS feed on Zanga.
That's the way he should be doing it for sure.
Zach, that is like a social media platform for bloggers before even even Tumblr and Reddit, man. Like 05. He's calling you dense.
Here's the thing. So I'm looking at YouTube search terms. 61.7 of the people who search something just search my name, which is good, I guess.
Yes.
Because that means 1,300 people literally type my name in the search. So
the name of this video, Zach should be Daniel Quijano.
That part.
Thanks for letting us use you.
Because I typed in YouTube 1,300 times Daniel Quijano.
Keep going.
So short speed, 1.8K views, engagement, 400% watch, 501 unique viewers.
What does that mean?
That means people like, so unique versus total. If there's 500 unique, 1,000 total, that means on average 500 people watched it twice. Okay.
Okay. So it's one person as a unique.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not seeing any, and like likes versus dislikes. I don't think I got any subs off of it. That's so crazy.
That's so weird, dude. Because like if I go to are you in the content tab or the analytics?
Analytics.
Okay, and then you're looking at content under the sub tab?
Yep. And then I click on that particular video, and this was posted 3 days ago. So it's not like it's been up for a long time. It was
okay. So, come on. You're cutting yourself short.
That's so crazy.
I will say, who's ever doing your videos, the shorts, does a good job.
Yeah, he's super talented, man. His ability to just kind of break down into detail, and we spent a lot of time talking about it because I'm really
Like there was one the other day. I couldn't tell if that was you in the beginning of it or if it was somebody who looked like you. Like he found someone who looked like you.
Yeah, so he uses AI to edit it because
is that what
yeah.
Okay, so what you in AI?
Yeah, so I had a bunch of B-roll from a previous camera guy that I had hired. I mean, he had like gigs and gigs of hard drives from events that I did. Right. And he never sent them to me. I asked him a bunch of times. He kept telling me he was going to send it. He never sent it. So the limited amount of B-roll that I have of me speaking on stages or hosting an event or something like that is already on social media. So he is essentially trying to repurpose it until I start going back and traveling again, which I haven't done in like a year and a half. So
when was the last time you did a Pace Mobley thing?
I did nothing last year. So end of 2020. No. Beginning of last year. February of 24.
You did a Montana, Arizona last year?
Yeah, February, March. I did a big competition. That was the February 9th was my big sales competition in Arizona. And I have not traveled since then.
Did you do that? Was that the one with Chuck Billy?
No. I did a competition with Chuck Billy, but that was like 4 years ago.
I told my friend his mind was blown.
Yeah?
Yeah. We used to go, like I told you, we used to go see him at L'Amour's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's a super cool dude. We that was probably been like 4 years since.
Did you ever listen to his music?
Yeah. Not all of it, but yes.
I'm sure it's not your favorite.
So here's a good one.
Metal guy.
Here's
right?
a good one. Here's a short. Just Zach talking about how to read your client, how to read if they're a logic buyer or emotion buyer. And
that short.
It was posted. It was posted first public. How do you tell when it was published?
You published it, bro.
Bro, where are y'all live streaming right now? I'm gonna tell my media guy to come and watch. What are you guys?
What is? But anyway, it was posted and it got 315.
I can send you the Riverside link to send him.
Yeah.
Then he would be in the thing, right?
Yeah.
This only got 315 views, but we got 62 subscribers from it. And its average stayed to watch is 77.2, 31 seconds, which isn't crazy good. Not horrific, but now it says 77 stayed to watch, average percentage views 177%. So that one's doing okay.
Yeah.
You need the Riverside.
And like I said, I think it's a good clip and it's subtitled and I think it's structured okay. It's just like my video quality and stuff on those suck. We've been working on that, improving that. But Zach's is what it is right now, which I'd say I think it's decent.
So when I look up what should I be looking? Because when I look up No Brainer, I'm getting DJ Khaled.
What are you looking on?
Justin Bieber. No, just what on Google or YouTube?
YouTube's No Brainer Show.
No Brainer Show.
Or it might be shows with an S.
There's not. All right. No Brainer. No Brainer.
So if you search No Brainer Show, you'll see we are the top non-sponsored result. Above the Wimpy Kid No Brainer official tour.
That's crazy. Why are you guys not live streaming right now?
I can't do it on YouTube.
Because we don't know how to do anything with media. We only knew how to do technical, so we should combine our forces and give you our technical, and you should give us your media, and we should take over the world. Because we suck at some stuff. We suck at the things you're good at, and you might suck at the things we're good at. Maybe.
I know the stuff Zach.
I know we suck at things.
Zach definitely sucks at things.
Woohoo.
Shiny balls.
Your mom.
It's interesting. I think here's the thing, guys, right? Like for the sake of adding value to an audience who may be watching this whole entire thing.
I just sent you the link for your boy.
Oh, appreciate you, Pumpkin. I think that with media, with content, with stuff like this, it's always going to come down to like some of the basics, consistency and, showing up and putting out good content stuff. But then there is the element where you have to think about these things, right? Because it doesn't matter if you go out of your way and you're in front of everybody, but you look like you're underwater in a 1980s camera, that's going to impact. On the other side of it, if you have a great camera and a great microphone and a good message and nobody can see it, well, then what are you doing, right? So
exactly.
Got to kind of do all of them. Ooh, look at this guy, looking saucy.
Hey, Daniel, can I ask you something?
Give Daniel some competition.
So, since we started, Zach's changing his backdrop, his lighting, his microphone, his camera, and I would, if I'm just looking at you two side by side, he's definitely has come. I know you have slightly better stuff, but they're like to the non-technical eye, he looks good, right? Sounds pretty good.
100%.
So mine was horrible with my laptop camera, so I was going between like buying cameras and stuff, and then I just switched to just doing it on my phone. I've got my phone synced to my computer, and I have this all hooked up to this lighting and stuff. Do you think mine's improved?
Yours
with this right here, or does it suck still?
Now, yours, if I'm looking at this, and I saw some sort of a disclaimer that said that it may not look the same as when it's actually live, but on my side, yours is crazy pixelated.
Yeah.
Why?
But after the recording, it doesn't pixelate.
So it might just be this platform. Because when I look at me and Zach,
yeah,
look crisp, right? Zach looks super crisp.
To me, Zach is pretty good. Yours is crisp. His is slight fuzz, but it's good. And then mine's showing for me like crystal clear.
That's
right. It's on this when we're in here.
Yeah,
my camera looks really good, and then everybody else like yours will pixelate, and Daniel is good, right? But once the recording is uploaded and everything, everybody's is really cleaned up.
Yeah, that's weird.
Did she actually upload the latest episode so I can actually see if that's true from what I see?
You're actually, I don't know. Why don't you go to the site and look?
You guys,
I am.
You guys had reverb. Yvonne was watching some of your shorts while I was.
Yeah, that was the guy. It was one guy.
Julius, it was awful.
Cancellation, yeah.
Which sucks because he had pretty cool. He looked good and sounded good with his setup, but for something with the reverb was awful.
Did you watch that video at all?
Me?
No, Daniel.
No, because you can't stand listening to reverb.
Ours had that.
It got a little sideways and interesting towards the end.
Mine actually used to do that a lot when I was doing my live streams. When I was live streaming to multiple platforms on Zoom, it became tough because I don't like wearing headphones. If I would have worn headphones, it would have been fine. But this is just stuff that you got to kind of work through or have somebody who works through it for you. You can, as I'm sure you guys have found, you could spend your whole day trying to figure out tech platforms.
Right.
Yeah.
We just hired a couple of salespeople for something that we're relaunching in real estate. And I took a couple minutes today and I was just kind of chatting after one of my calls with one of the new dialers. I saw it. We were going to go with a different one. I was like, let me check this thing out. Next thing you know, I'm spending 45 minutes chatting with the world's fourth worst salesperson on the planet. And I'm like, I don't have time for this. I definitely don't have patience for it. And so I'm my guy, and I'm like, bro, why am I having this conversation right now? But that was an hour of my life that got taken for a dialer, which I was familiar with. When you're going into something new that you've never done before, and there's a million options and pod this and pod, bro, it's a rabbit hole for sure.
Well, and
it is, and you got to be careful that you give each one enough of its hands-on time, and then keep it or discount it or replace it when you find something better. But if all you're doing is going at reviewing options, you're just not going to make any decisions, and you're not going to get anywhere with it. I'm happy even that you switched from PodOps to Riverside, and if now StreamYard is better, then we try to get the refund up, keep going to that, but it's we want to sit there and take 6 weeks to review all this stuff well, I don't know, well this, well that, well, guess what, it's not everything's going to be perfect. To choose the one that's going to work the best for you and move forward until it improves. Sometimes platforms improve themselves, man. We use Podium Chat for our e-commerce website, and when I had it the amount per month, I'm like, this is stupid. We're looking at all these options, and it just so happened in the last year they've developed all those options without increasing their subscription costs, so the value's gone up for us to where it's oh wow, this is a great tool now, right? So that might be true with any of this, Zach. It's just a matter of doing them and testing them and forward. One day. You got to be every day. That's like a little bit, a little bit, a
Well, I
little
will
bit, a
say,
little bit, a little bit.
I wish I had someone had gone with me to the pod festival, because it was exactly what you're saying. There was so much stuff there. They were feeding you so much stuff like you didn't know. And
can't handle it.
I do have the shiny object sometimes. I'd like to get the greatest and latest.
Me too.
You know, it is what it is.
I do too.
I don't know, but it is.
But it does, when you have shiny objects and you do settle on things and slightly improve them and implement and use them and test them and tweak them, it feels good once you finally get all that controlled. And sometimes it takes a week for something, sometimes it takes 3 years for something, but once you get your head around everything, like Daniel upgrading his microphone is probably an easier, simpler process than you, because you're like, I don't even know what's good. And
no, I do know, because Daniel
you do now, but like with him, it's like, no, I like,
you know,
sure,
it's
I
funny.
like
I have the same microphone as Daniel. He has one step above.
Yeah, he told me.
And I think you have the same one as Rogan, right?
Yeah, I also have that one. It's just over there.
Why did you switch?
Because I'm a tech
shiny
nerd.
object.
Yeah, no. I'm a tech nerd, right? I have a really hard time knowing that something better technologically exists, and I don't have it.
You got like 14 refrigerators because of that.
This is
you have 14 refrigerators?
Probably not 14, but I'm literally, my monitors are 3 really, really large TVs right now. So I have 3 big TVs.
That's cool.
Here.
All right, how many refrigerators do you have? You told me you had like 4.
1, 2, 3. We have 2 in here. 1 outside, a freezer, and then another freezer. So what is that? 5?
Why?
Do you have the refrigerator where you can touch it where the screen comes on? You can see what's in there and all that?
Because they're too small. Like, we need big fridges because all of them are always full.
It's just you and Yvonne and the dogs. What do you possibly have?
Oh, dead body parts.
Also,
he is.
And we healthy food. We don't be eating
Daniel Dahmer.
We got, like, our whole thing is, remember back in the day when you was like, I want McDonald's, and your mom was like, we got McDonald's at home? I don't know. Ghetto people know what that's like.
Yes.
That's our
so do Dutch middle
there ain't no pepper
Midwest people. They know what that's like too.
Yeah. So
there ain't no green peppers on a Big Mac.
We got that at home, right? Because we have, anytime we have something outside, Yvonne makes it here, and it's better.
Well, and I know Yvonne has a very strict diet too.
Yeah, mine is probably stricter, but
I don't know. But she's become the sourdough queen.
Big facts.
Hell yeah.
She'd be making them bagels. I'm making me want to fly to New Mexico. They look
you
good.
Won't.
Thank you.
Sourdough's the only thing.
Also,
if you guys would move to Arizona.
Why would we do that?
I thought you said you liked it better than Albuquerque.
It is, but we would probably move to Orlando before we'd move to Arizona.
Well, if you would just move back to Orlando, then I'd.
Then I could never give you bread just to be an ass.
That's fine. I'll eat.
I would give him bread. Yes, I would, but I'd threaten to not, just off of principle. We're thinking about getting on a road in an RV first, and just go out for a while, and then maybe just land in the O.
Did you decide what you wanted?
I mean, we'll probably just start with using the one that we're using now, that we have, and then if we upgrade to a 5th wheel. The problem is with 5th wheels, bro. Like, when you look into all of the different options, is
you go walk in the kitchen and make a sandwich while you're driving.
Yeah, but the problem is when you're in a RV on the road for 6 weeks, that no counter space, no storage space, no space to do anything thing starts to get claustrophobic real quick.
How does a dude with 4 or 5 refrigerators go on the road in an RV for 6 weeks? You're digging yourself in a hole, man.
It's that part right there. Now, if you get
I know
benefits of a 5th
find
wheel,
the pain.
The 5th wheel problem is the problem that it solves is that there's just more space on the inside. Like, you can live in that thing.
And it doesn't the truck with you, and you can't.
Yeah, it's a trade-off. We'd have to try it. I'm not really sure.
Did you look at the F450 like I told you to?
Yeah, those are nice. That's probably what we'd end up having to do, because
they're what, 130.
I would hate to find a RV that we really like that we can't get because we got a 3/4 ton, and then
there's no such RV. There's no such RV that a 350 could. There's not one the 350 could.
I would find it. Yes, there is.
My 2500 would have towed pretty much everything that's out there.
Bro, some of these things have like a 30,000 pound, like they're full, like when they're loaded, 30,000 pounds.
Yeah.
You're
okay. And what did my 2,500 tow?
Probably
18 or 19, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I couldn't go that big, but you go with a 350.
Maybe. Also, I just sent you the StreamYard link.
I love fifth wheels. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I just like the fact of a Super C or an A that we can, honey, can you go get me something to eat? Let the dog roam.
That is going to be very, very difficult. And when you're driving in the middle of the night and you're like, all right, I'm ready for sleep, and you just got to pull the shade down and go lay down, that's magical. That's going to be a very
Walmart or Cracker Barrel.
That's it. That's going to be very difficult to let go of. But when you're parked and you're there and you like, never like our table was 60% storage. We could barely sit at the table because all of our stuff was stacked there.
I will say this much, Derek. You're probably right with him with his giving up compromise for room, because you think my pill collection is pretty immense. You should see Daniel's.
You know what they say about guys with big pills?
Shiny balls.
Shiny balls.
Zach, you're really tech overwhelmed right now, and you need to ask for help.
Yeah, I just sent him the link for the StreamYard sign up.
I got it.
Yeah. Do you? I copied.
You don't got it. You need help. I want to help you.
Do you know when I sent that to you the first time?
When I was at your mom's house.
Yes, right then, right after that, actually.
So.
But do you see the date?
No.
I thought you said it was like 6 months ago.
No. I was wrong. It was June 4th, 2024.
Yeah, longer.
It's a little longer.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You know my favorite song by Justin Timberlake, right?
Cry You a River?
Cry Me a River.
No brainer?
That's
Justin Bieber.
Oh, you know what?
We should have that as our theme song for the start of the video. We should get a big lawsuit over.
I'm pretty sure we'd get a lawsuit for that.
That'd probably be good, though, because our subscriber count would go up and it would fund it.
Like 60 seconds, you're fine or something like that. You just got to do it for a specific amount of time.
It's a no-brainer.
Do you remember when I used to do my videos on Facebook years ago when LA and I first got married?
No. I would
do the 90-day motivation videos, 90 days. Anyway,
I know you're not asking me, so Daniel, step up to the
microphone,
please.
But anyway, I there was one of them. I started the opening video with Panama by Van Halen, and there's a plane. It sounds like it's about to crash. Just the plane. I put that in there. I didn't even put the dan. Anyway, I just did that. And YouTube took it down. They're like, that's music infringement.
Yeah,
that's pretty common.
My guy is pretty good at working around them. And then what he'll do is he'll upload them and let them sit in the background before we actually Jesus Christ. He uploads them unlisted. So that way they're sitting there. And then within a couple of hours or an hour, it'll flag you. And if he realizes that it's a no-go, and he can just change it. But he usually slows down the tempo. So we get away with using a lot of more popular songs by doing it.
Can you write in the description that I don't have the copyrights to this music, or that still jams?
Everybody knows. You think somebody out here thinking that I own the freaking copyrights to Justin Timberlake songs?
Big Daddy Zach.
Exactly.
He owns the copyrights to No Brainer by DJ Khaled.
Clarifying that you don't own DJ Khaled's music, bro. We won't find you.
He's sitting here in his home studio, and he bought the Beatles catalog from Michael Jackson.
The catalog, exactly. When DMX passed, I took his catalog just because
the trillionaire next door.
That's it.
Daniel, you wanted it, and I bought it, so
that's the way it is. That's why they call you Daddy Zach.
That's right.
That's what it is. All right, fellas, I'm gonna jump because I'm
gonna go
like an hour longer than I was supposed to be here because you guys are handsome.
Well,
thanks. You too. Back at you. And we have shiny balls.
My biggest
Zach, I need to go eat a New York strip too, dude.
My biggest takeaway from today is that Zach is old. He likes shiny balls or has shiny balls, unclear. And I need to start using keywords for my shorts for my sharks.
And Zach needs to
What you
start
should
listening to
do-
you and asking for help with technology.
What
so
you
we can
should
get
do is
something
just
done.
hire Derek.
I don't want to be paid. I just want to help people.
Stop
and be
it, Derek.
helped.
I'm trying to make you some
Aw.
money here.
The big heart.
Trying to make you some money, D-Rex.
D-Rep.
Rick.
I think we can
Daniel,
make lots of money
when
together.
when are you and the beloved coming to Orlando?
I don't know. We got to figure out. I should know next couple weeks. First time we're going to hit the road with the RV because I need to get the heck out of this house. I have been not gone anywhere for a long time. And I have some content plans. So one idea, and I don't know how, there's going to be some things that I got to get in order first, right? But one idea is maybe go spend like a month on the road, come back, go do like a mini road trip. And then who knows, maybe we do a road trip that just ends us up in Orlando, and maybe we find a spot and just rent out there for a little bit. Maybe we find a house. Like if I get a house, I don't want to rent. I would want to buy. I don't like buying traditionally, so I'd have to find a creative deal. But we're just launching our real estate campaign literally, I think tomorrow for Orlando. So the new real estate company that I'm relaunching, it's Orlando only. We used to do a lot of nationwide.
real estate company?
It's just my same stuff that I've always done, but I shut it down last year because of my health crap. And so I'm relaunching. I'm bringing a partner in.
He poops healthy health crap.
We are doing nothing but Orlando. I've done nationwide the entire time. So I've never focused on one market. So it's going to be interesting. I'm focusing on just Orlando. But we'll see how it goes.
Here's an interesting tidbit about Apopka.
Apopka.
They're building 9,000 homes by me.
That sounds, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I found a house in Apopka that I actually really like.
Hey, PK.
I want land.
So let's two things. Daniel sent me a video on Saturday. It was snowing in Albuquerque.
Yes, that was thing number
I don't know
one.
if you noticed, my goatee's a little shorter because I was grilling and the fire burned my goatee.
Yo, it not only did it snow here on Saturday, it snowed the entire day. It snowed for, I'm not exaggerating, 6 to 8 hours.
But did anything stick?
It's New Mexico. Nothing sticks. Not at least in outside of town. If you in the mountains, it'll stick. But this was definitely more snow than we've had the entire year. And
Crazy.
almost May.
Yeah, I heard they got snow up in New York and Pennsylvania too the other day.
Global warming.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Jesus is coming back, and he's
well, I didn't even get controversial, but the Pope did die.
He did. You guys,
we're going to talk about that.
I was going to.
The papal prophecies. Are you guys familiar with the papal prophecies?
Is that the book?
No, it's a prophecy about the popes. Maybe a book.
Okay, because there's a book.
This is the last one because it's 2,000 years after Jesus' death.
Yeah. So I forget.
Jesus is coming back anytime between now and 2 years from now.
Yeah. No. So a guy. Yeah, the guy that he went into a trance and wrote down a description of every single pope and what they. Yeah. So I don't know.
That's the book I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. This might be the last pope.
Yep.
Yes.
This is
because Jesus was born in between 6 and 4 BC, and he died at 33, which was between 25 and 27 AD. So we're right at somewhere between right now and 2 years from now is exactly 2,000 years from his death.
I thought when he was born, it switched from BC to AD.
It did, but he was truly born before that. It's just Google it, dude. It's just a record keeping thing.
Back Jesus. I don't actually use Google anymore. Why would you?
I asked him. I asked him.
Did you ask Jesus?
I went to the source.
Oh, Jesus told you this. Okay, that's good.
My friend.
Did he tell you when he was coming? He was like, "Yo, fam, direct. I'm on my way."
Hey, he didn't say that. I'm just saying the prophecies are 2,000 years, and it's been 2,000 exactly from.
On a side note, Daniel,
dude, sometime between now and 2 years from now is exactly 2,000 years.
Okay. All right.
D-Rec has been actually having a very sincere walk. So,
as opposed to,
he wasn't earlier.
Not having one at all.
Not having one at all.
You were,
and then not in that sense. But
and then he met Jesus' best friend.
Not like binge drugs and terrible things. Just not listening.
You binged money and work.
Yeah,
which is just as bad.
Not really. Maybe to him, but not to me.
Daniel, here's the controversial rabbit hole.
I did what to a controversial rabbit hole? I didn't do anything. I did not do anything to your rabbit hole. Speaking of, I may be starting a Bible study here in the not too distant future.
We should live stream that.
Deep in the Bible.
The Bible says.
The Bible says. Did you? We went to a multicultural church. You remember when we had that lunch? They did the multicultural lunch. Everybody was bringing food from their.
Oh, I thought you meant multi-religion.
No. Multicultural. They tried to not call it a black church because there was me and Daniel.
Sorry.
Church of many.
Not racist.
There was one white guy and one Hispanic guy. Everybody else was black, but they said it was not a black church.
Yeah,
remember that? We had it. Dr. Dave had it. It was a multicultural lunch. Everybody made food from their.
Everybody who says that it's never multicultural. Ultimate Life Church was a little multicultural.
I mean, the pastor was white.
He was very white. He looked a lot like you, actually.
We did. We could. If I shaved my goatee down very, very short, me and Dave could be.
It would be pretty close. The rest
of your life is the best of your life.
Just don't use the same shaver as your ball shaver.
Why not, bro? Look, as long as it smells good, you're good. You know what I mean? Just
remember, friends are like elevators. Some take you up, and some will take you down.
Bro,
hey guys, I gotta go eat dinner.
Okay.
No. Here's the controversy before you leave, though.
Wait, what happened? What's that? What are we doing?
Do you think the Pope woke up in glory?
Yeah, I do.
What the heck are you talking about?
I do.
Yeah,
really?
I do, and not because he's the Pope. I don't think his papacy. Is that how you would say that? I don't think the papacy is what papacy.
Papacy? The papacy.
Papacy. I don't. Why are we like this? I don't think that that's necessarily what got him there. But I do think that he is there. I do. Personally.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, he was a Jesuit, dude. Jesuits are usually relatively pretty genuine.
I don't know. He celebrated Easter.
At least when he was a Jesuit.
Well, I mean, there's also.
I think he changed a lot after becoming the Pope.
There's a whole other set of conversations, stuff that he said. This goes into, and maybe we could have a whole conversation about this, right? But this goes into
fun fact. I have seen where he's going to be buried. I've been under St. Peter's Basilica. I've seen where.
Yes,
Pope,
Daniel. I do want to have that conversation because about him opening those portals and St. Peter's tomb he opened.
I've been there, dude.
Okay, I haven't.
Have you been in the portal?
What's a portal? You mean the crypt where the popes are buried?
Portal? You don't know what a portal is, bro? What are we doing?
I've been in the crypt where the popes are buried.
We're talking about YouTube, and you don't even know what a portal is, bro. Like we're focusing on the wrong stuff.
What's like a portal's like a black hole? Have you I've been underneath it. I don't know what a portal is. I know what a tomb and a catacomb is.
Did you ever go to Rome when you were in the Navy?
I did not go to Rome. I've been to Italy.
You guys went on Mediterranean
we did
cruise?
I was on a med cruise, but we didn't go to Rome. We did not make a
cruise. What kind of med cruise doesn't go to Rome, bro?
Well, it's the Navy.
Rome is hard to go to on a cruise because it's like an hour away from the shore.
We went to a couple spots. I went to Italy twice. Sicily twice. Somewhere else in Italy. It was a good, as far as Navy cruises go. Our location.
Did you go to Greece?
Did not go to Greece. My favorite spot in that whole thing was Croatia. But yeah, we got.
Oh, did you go to Dubrovnik?
Dubrovnik. Well, we went to Dubrovnik, but I was in right before 9/11. So, you remember? I don't know if you remember when the USS Cole got blown up. That was over a similar time frame, right? And so we were there. We went to Dubrovnik. Not exaggerating. I can share this now because it's a long time ago. We pull into port, and an hour later, we're still sitting there. And if you've ever pulled into port, usually the process doesn't take that long. It takes a matter of time, but we're sitting there and nothing's happening. And I'm like, all right, well, what's going on? Everybody's starting to wonder what's going on. Then all of a sudden we get this like warning, and we had to leave immediately. Couldn't tell us why. Couldn't tell us what was going on. Back then, all you had was email. There was no text, right? No cell phones. And yeah, we had a bomb threat in Dubrovnik. So we had to leave. And it was like the middle of like a torrential storm, like a hurricane in the Mediterranean. It was really, really dangerous because we had a small boat, rough seas. But when we went back, we went to Rijeka, Croatia. And everybody spoke English. It was a super cool spot. You guys are awesome. Maybe next time we'll talk about some controversial stuff. Go enjoy your steak. Cool. Zach, you enjoy your meat. I think that's it. I appreciate you guys having me. You guys are lovely.
Hey, you have a great night. Give your beloved a kiss for me, would you?
I'll do it. but nowhere inappropriate.
No.
Okay, that's good. You guys
On
are
the
dope.
mouth.
Peace out.
Peace.
See ya. All right, D-Rex.
See you, dude.
See ya. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. We're out.